CDL Miami was a movie. Atlanta FaZe had an exceptional run through the winners bracket, staying undefeated, and were crowned your Major 2 champions after beating OpTic Texas in the grand finals. Make sure to check out the highlights of that. It was an epic series. I also posted the best highlights from day 1 and day 2 of the Major. Well, today we'll be going over the best clutches, highlights, and funny moments from Saturday and Championship Sunday. Now, without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
Gonna go and get this down. Smoke coming out after the vac, and that's to get him out. So Carolina end up playing this perfectly. Bomb down for the 4v4. Gwyn not getting active yet, and he times it perfectly. Catches Nero for the first blood.
Gwyn was the fail-safe. Not enough to get any more out of it. Gio gets onto the board. 30 seconds to go, and that bomb goes boom. Carolina Royal Ravens take the lead. For now, it's towards the bomb site. Claystar, brought down by Purge this time. TJ. Position known, has to make something happen here. Fellow from the AC side of the map. The pinch is on. Can Vegas Legion use the life count they've got to take the advantage? Tej in and out, has to win another battle. 10 seconds to go. They're gonna double back for the bomb. Oh, TJ might have done it. He's done it. The S&D superstar strikes with a fantastic 1v3 situation.
Yeah, I'm feeling like Tej too, maybe a little bit nervous towards the end, but he gets it done. His teammates didn't give him too much to work with, but Icy in the end in the hiding spots inside of Coop reigns supreme. I think Purge was expecting him to be playing in mid with some intel, but if it doesn't hit, he's just thinking they're back over by bridge. But if you're out by bridge, you imagine a freebie kill on your own teammate. No longer feeling like Tej.
He curved that baddie too. It was looking great. Claystar.
Smokes out, block the line of sight on Purge, but he's trusting his teammate Gio just to watch the bomb. Bomb's completely free. No one's crossed over towards bridge, so Purge can play a little bit safer, or you can bait it out your own teammates. Attach, last alive, 15 seconds off the clock, and someone is on the bomb. Did he just get the timing?
Timing.
To catch these timings.
Gets them both. Oh no, Attach has just done it now. That's the round. Oh, Vegas answer back with another absolute blinding 1v3.
Nah, they are trolling. This is horrific.
His teammates are helping him get this far. TJ's on the flank. A devastating moment right now. Claystar's in the hill.
He's got so many directions to look, though, and eventually Gio's able to find him. TJ, though, is there for the quick trades, and Carolina still hold on.
Legion saw fly to the point. He has to try to break the trophies. Purge manages to find the angle. Purge is in. Purge alive. Brought down. Fellow with the trades. Ravens hardpoint.
Hit fire on point, but he can't get it done. It is another set of trades coming through. The oscillation battle underneath this bridge, and for the first time all game, Vegas have finally taken the lead.
Back in. Gwyn through mid. Purge wins it. The clock's still ticking in favor of Vegas. Felony trying to find the opening, but he might just be looking for a new hill.
And look, Carolina are going to be here first, but it is going to be about a 4-second game for Vegas to win it. It is one break to force the map 5. Carolina stagnant, waiting for these kills to come.
Oh, Purge finds it. We're going to find out what you're made of now, Vegas. You've come so far in the tournament. Nero cuts him down. Over to Tej. Last man. He's got to stay alive. God, get it. Fellow, no. Game 5. We're going the distance. What a rumble in Rio that was.
An absolutely tippable attitude.
Very fastidious approach. Check every corner. Make sure no one's in any places to surprise us. Purge is that man right now. Will Felony check it? The usual spots are there. But right now, it's Purge. First blood.
Day 1 credit, bomb down, and Purge gives you 2.
No!
Things off right. The rookie on the main stage, devastation has been laid out, and Claystar now in a 1v4. The Purge J master like this, if there was any nerves he had, they have just been washed away. Looking at it again, freebie first kill, Carolina not checking the credits, and then they just cannot trade this man. Purge gunning them all down.
Absolutely outstanding. And this patience from the young rook. And there it is, doesn't see Tej, so it has not worked out. He might be able to get the kill now on the transition off the bomb site. There it is, first blood. Purge now holding still. We're not leaving this POV. He might go big against Felony. His teammates through the middle of the map now. Nero sends it. Clayster guns him. Pressure now on. The Purge battle on the outside of the map continues. 25 on the clock.
And now you just don't have time. He's going to close the door and try to make Carolina tweak, or maybe he's just going to full send. Quinn, though, checks the bomb. The coverage is only there for the trades, and with 15 seconds left, Vegas, they got to fly.
2v2. Got to make something happen here. It's two individual gunfights across the map. Attach wins his. Felony gets him off the bomb. That should be it. The time has been set. It is done. Attach cannot defuse. The round goes to the Ravens. What a banger.
And these young players on Vegas struggling to coordinate in the way they need to. Purge makes the play, but Nero just overcommits on the chase, makes a solo play, and cannot.
Attacking round for the Ravens. Vegas Legion on defense.
And these are the round. What kind of play call do you make on the round 11 on the attack? How do you want to approach this? TJ leading the charge. Rival 9 in hand, going towards Cafe. They're clearing it out, getting the space, checking all the corners.
As an old faithful, do you try something new? Do you get creative? What do you do? Forget how to feel and just get out there. As the tension in the air now is palpable. Spotted out. Teach falls.
And Nero gets out too. That's first blood. Big moment for Vegas on the defensive end.
And Vegas going to hold that line and hold their nerve.
The only player they can isolate right now is Nero, playing by the bomb.
And they've got to get that bomb back as well. So Nero, a tall task. 40 seconds. He's backed up. Enough space, though, for Clay to recover.
He did get spotted, but he's gotten out, and this is such a difficult position to weed someone out. So Carolina doesn't look like they want to deal with it. They're going through mid.
They can play the trade game on the site. They've got the numbers. Fellow spotted out, wins a big one.
3v3. Bomb's going down. Attach not there to be able to stop it. Two players grouped in the back, and maybe Nero the opportunity to make the flank on the play. But for a 3v3, Carolina, can they hold on?
The final retake for Vegas Legion. One more crack at it. Play on the outside. Gwyn! Perfect timing.
Nobody else is making moves. Staying secure. They were looking for the trade on Gwyn, but time is ticking. Vegas, you gotta go.
25. Fellow checks it. Safe. Attach and Geo still on the maneuver. Geo makes it a 2v2. Onto the bomb we now go. Fellow. Will he check this? Gifted. No one on the bomb. All down to Attach. It's a 1v1. Time. It's not worked out. Again. It's Fellow. It's the Ravens. It was a split-second decision, and Felony wins it.
Trades across the board. Not many left around the hard point. One player left, and Draza is able to clear him out of it. A snapback from Draza gets him to 6. Another cruise now to use. As Draws is lighting up the map. 34 and 19 out of big draws.
Yeah, it feels like they needed this because Kismet really got going. He's on a 30 bomb. He hits a P3 and P4 sort of combo to get New York back into the game. Only down 30 now is Atlanta FaZe with the extra crews to work with. This is exactly what you want to see from Draza. Really starting to take over. Celium now cutting him down from up top bridge.
No, he just bailed them out. It felt like it was unraveling, right? Like wheels coming off. They're starting to struggle. Then Draws a brilliant individual moment. One away from streaks is Cell. You already have one to work with. It comes through for the rival. No respawns remaining now. This'll do it. This is where your playmakers need to be. And God, it is awkward. What are the chances to fight low on the catwalk?
Yeah, they're going to need this time if they want to try to win this map. They do get those back parking lot spawns. So it's just such a team effort now. I mean, you had the 21 through the first set for Hydra. Slows down a bit, but you get everybody else going, especially this man, Skies. He's on another 4 in a row, another spree. Just maintaining this lead.
And that's you know what happens with top teams like this. When one person
leads to the break on the pinch, but they don't play around the hill. They play around connector control. Now you can get on it, get some trophies down. But they know FaZe have to push on forward, kind of baiting them in.
It's the wave of kills to get on. The next one they can never find. Draza with a multi, but it's Skies that's battling on the point, and now we go the distance. Kismet is standing. Skies is on his feet. He's letting FaZe know.
One player in Sim kind of on an island over towards B. The other 3 ready for this transition, but the headshot hits on both sides. So that first blood thrown away for now. Still 30 seconds. Cell on one side of the map, Simp on the other. What can they find?
I mean, maybe you can ego chow at times, some teams, if you're FaZe, but you're not doing it to Sib. There's two that line up in front, and Cell maybe making the play. He's trying to stay alive, pushes in, and Cell goes nuclear.
It all comes down to the time, and while he's able to catch him, plus has the nades in hand, and it just hits right as Hydra's starting to push on forward. They line up for Cell.
If he still could have shot bodies, he would have been doing it through the end of the round.
But he clutches up for FaZe in a moment they needed it after the first blood.
Smoke in the right spot, so he lives.
Yeah, but honestly, they aren't able to use the bomb plan because the stuns hit. So as that starts to dissipate, now he's going to start the plant.
Yeah, able to get the angle, though, with the help from his teammates. Actually,
What is this?
Hydra from Mars!
What do we have here?
With the wall bang through, what in the world is that from Hydra?
I mean, we'll have to see if we catch where that's from, but you kind of saw the shots through the window all the way from the defensive spawn.
He shot him through an apartment building.
It's
There's a window. The ice stream.
He's going to do it again. He's going to do it again. That's a BZ. I mean, this shuts down B.
B is locked down. Draza trying to bring it back, but we'll see if Hydra can maybe get another one. Now 20 seconds to go. You thought you were in a good spot if you're FaZe. Now starts the plant. Works to get this down. Hydra, the difference maker in this round. You've got to here. Trying to make sure he can't get away from the side if he's Draza, but he's able to do that from now. You have Daddy ready to pop. If you are Hydra, retake looming.
Well, he's only got 11 bullets, right? So that's really it. He's going to throw the smoke out. He's going to be the one to start the retake because he has nothing left. But he's got the Renetti. That's all he needs. 1v3 for Cell.
He's already got 1v3 in the backpack. They're not happening this time.
Oh, that's the ace, baby.
Ace for Hydra. A magician early in the round. I mean, this is just playmakers going up against each other. 3 in the round previously from Simp. Hydra, now let's watch his replay.
I mean, this is just, where's this from? I mean, so we don't have his point of view, but it is through a window. This is the extra work that has made this team world champions at times. And there we go. Right from that staircase. Shout out to the coaching staff. S&D nerd. Who clear right there. They have to layer up the map.
This is for 6 in a row.
Yeah, trying to find the cruise as well and the lead in the map. Here we go. A nade going to connect. The trophy not going to protect him. And they're able to find Skies. 15 seconds. And BZ with the beamer.
The utility used to perfection, taking Hydra out of the play. The team shot to the tractor, and we'll see you later. Hydra in answer. Some clinical search and destroy being shown on both sides. This is awesome.
Yeah, but it starts with Simp right after the first blood. He's able to find the equalizer to put them in the 3 versus 3.
It's like Simp kept doing it.
2v2.
Now Simp.
But the trophy not going to protect Hydra in that spot. The stun, the nade.
Openings on the map.
I think Abizi's going to get them to rotate. Yeah, so Abizi gets through, but again, it could come down to this wall bang. Could come down to this. Now, they're not going to know when he's on the bomb, but he's going for it. Simpto readjusts the plant. Does he get it down? He does. Abizi chows. Abizi finds the first blood. Draws it with another.
And that is how champions adjust. They deal with it. They reposition the plant. They nullify Hydra and then push it out. And now you got the 3-on-2. But Skies and Sib, they've been the equalizers. They've been the Reapers. They've won fights they shouldn't. And there's another one. You're able to take it to your Skies. The answer, though, from Simp. And, it's a round and a half.
Yeah, I got nervous there, because if he dies, the last FaZe player was on the flank. Was all the way on the pinch with Celium. And there we go. Nice job by Simp, but Abizi getting into Ice Cream. That is the spot that they needed to take control of. Last time it was Sib inside of it. This time he's just
10 or 15 seconds. They bought themselves a lifeline, but now on rotation, Shotzi just existing in your spawn.
Damn.
There is no room to breathe if you are Ultra Envoy. Too many directions to look. The magician of Karachi is putting you in the dirt.
He glides across through in the first there for Dashi. We'll keep an eye on these sprees for the OpTic boys. Ultra. Oh! It's Kenneth Williams from downtown.
If you don't get enough kills in round 1, you're not going to have trophies for round 2. And OpTic, well, the call was easy for Kenny. a 4v2 and make it Scrap by himself. This is utter dominance.
Get him out of here.
In these first 2 rounds, OpTic Texas can do no wrong.
That is a very strong round. You keep that going.
On the push there of Ultra. In the meantime, though, Shotzi's also been very aggressive on the map. Says anything Envoy can do, I can do better.
Shotzi just patiently waiting. Less than a minute to play here for Ultra to get the bomb down. Scrap, oh dear. You're in trouble now, son. That's the first blood in and out.
Now they can work Insight together again. Shotzi and Kenny, that duo on this side of the map. Insight might have a freebie if they don't read the position, but I think based on where Kenny's looking, they have an idea, and now you just go back to Shotzi as the round falls into his over towards A. Red and Kenny, well, they're doing what they can, but Ultra finessing on defense, keeping that pressure up.
Oh!
Kenny, though, the opening. He's brought the pressure back this direction, and he's challenged.
Challenge, winning, inside.
And it's not just Envoy. Envoy's calling out the help for Scrap as well. He's gotten in position, but Shotzi's at least dragged these players so deep in the spawn, and he's getting the kill. He's opened the door.
The door's wide open. Scrap, the last hope for defense here, because there's only 2 segments remaining and enough OpTic players to get the cap. Kenny once again batters his way forward. Here come Ultra. Kenny! One more on the point. Can Kenneth Williams do the unthinkable? No.
And the only players able to advance on the map, well, Shotzi has joined Pred, but you got to make your way towards either zone. Cheeky spot from CleanX, and B is going to be that much more difficult to clean up. Kills are in, and OpTic, you got to make a decision. Dashy's leaning towards A, but Scrap is shutting that door. You're forced to go to this B zone, but Kenny doesn't have any help. The reinforcements are no longer there. OpTic, they are forced to flood. You got to sprint to this B zone, and it is looking hopeless.
Final 20 seconds now. Scrap holding it together. 41 kills, 42 kills, as he's absolutely mauling OpTic on the approach. Shotzi, Pin, Dashy taken care of as well. A 5 spree as the final moments tick down.
This man is breaking records in control. Scrap digging deep for this one in Ultra. They simply found a way.
Wow.
What is without question the closest invasion control we have seen this year. But the
brings him down. New hardpoint up, but there's tons of Toronto players on it.
Pred just doesn't have that help, and now OpTic are going to be flooding through the tunnel. Envoy from up top, and his teammate can throw shoulders from inside the hill. And right now from Envoy, a masterclass on the God steps. Whoa. He's making them his own. The rotation is clean. OpTic fighting now off the back foot. A 50-point lead from Ultra. They're at their very best.
There's the teamwork there as well. Shotzi thought he had him dead to rights, no problem. Outside of the hard point, though, an unsafe place to be if you are wearing purple. Inside, whoa, a snap! Jamie Craven gets himself his 6th. That's accrued quite a bit. Perfect time for us to dive in for a listen in with OpTic Texas.
They go splits. We're gonna play. One shot clean. He's outside of course. So weak. Double. One shot play. He's gonna go box up late. Box up. Box up dead. Kill this guy top. Somewhere top. Oh shit. Hallways, guys. Hallways. On the play. You got it. Pitch tunnel. Kill this guy, pitch tunnel. Radio, press. You that guy's spawning doubles. I hear you. What we do? I pitch tunnel. Tunnel, scrap. One shot boxes. What a piece of scrap. They're both at one.
I'm shrinking.
Go ahead, brother.
Get the spawn tunnel. Okay, 2 spawn tunnel and then 2 on you. 2 spawn tunnel, 2 on you.
Rest on you. We can talk. Hey, Garrett's behind me. What's Garrett's behind me? Garrett's one shot. Clean it. Nice, guys.
20 seconds and old. Ultra don't want to give this scrap time away, but they might not have a choice in the matter.
What a kill from Dashy. 21 and 14. Big Bruce frying over 200. Barbershop's up. Pred's handing out haircuts.
And he's in between a couple different players now for Toronto. The stun is on point. Well, so is Ultra's, but CleanX got to finish the kill. He can't get it done, and Pred trying to win this rotation. Fighting into death. OpTic are tearing it up.
For Subliners. 40 remaining on the clock. Haven't found the opening they like yet, but as they're shouldering for information, they see something they don't like. They opt to wrap this out. Tags in from Kiz.
That's all the info.
Now, we try to get this down. 30 to go. Still need the plant. Across the bomb, and now
we got more.
We have more wall bangs from Hydra.
He's got it for B. He's got it for A. I don't know what's wrong with these windows, but they need to be stronger. Clay, though, able to find one, and now it's a 1 versus 3 for Hydra.
Windows, walls. Hydra doesn't care. He gives up the spot, but
Alive now, back on defense.
yeah, just no one was really in a position to help Hydra. So like, there had to be some movement to try and get into that after he got stunned, I'm sure, and everything sort of falls apart. Can he get it to around 11? Royal Ravens. TJ, very weak. His regeneration delayed even more because the stun hits him, but able to get back to full, get to his spot. Peekaboo. First blood at Sib.
Well, this could come down to Guindo in this spot. The rotation was there after the first blood, but it's just too many players. Now New York planting the bomb towards A. Fellow able to bring it back a bit. Sib trying to dodge these nades. He's getting hunted, though. This could quickly be a 2-on-2, and it is.
Oh my God, he gets hit down to 25 with an 8, so yeah, they hunt him down. Fellow, what a moment from him. Brings it back to a 2 versus 2. TJ, though, has been spotted. He gets dropped. It's going to be Fellow for the ace to get this to around 11. Bit of information, a bit more. Fellow, 1v1 for the ace! Felony! Are you kidding?
This man on this map, on this bomb site, it is his. Finds the ace, and we're headed to around 11.
Wow! 2 versus 4. Ace for Fellow. Show me it one more time.
Just every single pick, able to get one near the bomb. They hunt down the player inside a DVD as Sib got hit by that nade, and then just the reads. There's nobody checking the site. Kismet gets a little bit. There's nobody checking the site. Kismet gets a little bit aggressive, and then the reposition for Skies behind the desk was great, but the headshots are better.
Yeah, 4 bullet to the dome. Round 11. Royal Ravens were in a 4-0 hole, and they have battled back. You're a kill away from a streak, too. Felony, a chance maybe to get a cruise. Imagine that. The ace leads through a cruise, and you ice up in 10-11. A shot for him to be the hero here for the Ravens.
Usually a lot of utility, though, did Carolina. The smoke went out, some stuns went out, so New York are going to know this. If they can work this B bomb, it's going to be tough to retake it for the Ravens without that. But yeah, Fellow, if he gets the cruise, that might just be it. There is the cross, the smokes, the stuns, the trophies are down. Watch number 5, though. TJ trying to find an opening through the smoke, but not going to happen.
The trophy is there. Just stop maybe a nade from finishing that kill. Kiz just barely staying up at Tractor. 35 to go. You're still praying you can get that cruise, but you haven't been able to get another kill. Felly, so much damage, but you stay up if you were Skies. You don't get caught.
I mean, that's a comms, right? We have to get Fellow this kill. Gwyn's going to go. There is the one.
Fellow got it, though. Got it.
Are you going to use it, though? Yeah, 20 seconds. What does he connect with?
Clay's got to get forward. Scrambling away. He gets the angle.
Is he got time?
Go!
He's got to run!
Go!
I don't think there's enough
He's
time.
He's not going to get there! He's not fast enough! Nearly the hero! But just not enough time!
And bomb gets down.
And in the back, Kleenex is going to get the kill, but his teammates now getting time. Hydra waiting for Sib, those reinforcements to come through. An important square-up moment for these final 30.
Oh, Subliners still holding it. Kleenex the last man up here. Scrap trying to provide some help from a distance. And anyone able to get in there? Hydra blistering pace once again, finds another big kill, and that's going to be the hard point still in the hand of New York. That's a plenty of time. 15 plus seconds to go their way. They're keeping it contested as well now. Insight beam, Hydra's on one.
I mean, his shot is so fresh and so clean. That's the 5 spree, and Hydra simply not missing. Corner up and let the kill fall into your lap. Again, another one of those players, just a guarantee to get the cruise missile. This is a beatdown of a map number 1.
Gotta get him off the time.
Subliners are just too good. They switch up the pace when you need them to.
Whoa.
They go for the together. Scrap might be the one-man wrecking crew, but you still gotta
get him off the time.
Subliners are just too good. They switch up the pace when you need them to.
Whoa.
They go for the together. Scrap might be the one-man wrecking crew, but you still got to rotate towards New. And while Scrap is having success, his teammates are getting picked apart. Hydra winning the kills, trying to force it over towards this New time. Maybe the lifeline's still here, though. Scrap is hunting. He's got to take down Kismet.
Job done. Kleenex doesn't see anybody in that direction, so now he's in a bit of trouble. And Kismet, oh dear, about to see our second ladder kill of the round. The timing is immaculate. Oh, Kismet. Major 2 crowd is barking, and with good reason. It's 3-0.
Yeah, 3 rounds in. Ultra, 1 kill combined. Scrap gives you the first blood in the round. He gets picked.
As we watch the clock tick down, when it hit that 7.5, there may have been a little smile on the face of... Oh,
and
no,
look at the wall bang, by the way. Yeah, there it is. I was telling you, the angle they had was insane. That's why they were switching to the MCW. And
straight through the eyes of their opponents. Middle of the map. It's getting hot. Kismet absolutely eviscerated. Hydra manages to trade out. Reposition. What a turn. An absolute snapper. The smoke over by the bomb site as well is going to obfuscate the play and now make things even harder for Toronto to fight forward. We might be looking at around 11.
Scrap challenge, though. Scrap is challenged, and he is going to back Sib down, but Scrap is stuck in a very tight corner. Sib making the move as well, and it's guess what for Scrap, but he gives him the gunny. 2v2.
Oh my God, he gets away happily. Scrap is something different though. Hydra might be able to end it. Skies with the high ground. Round 11. An unbelievable display of skill and teamwork from both teams, and now last chance on Karachi.
As Scrap out here just skill dipping players, but look at Hydra. His fingers work faster than his brain does. By the time he gets the calculation where number 2 is, his fingers just snapping on the guy through Barrel Alley. That is just the setup. We have made it. And Hydra, by the way, 13 kills already. Top-notch performance, Toronto. Playing split again. No aggressive calls. You've at least made it up the ladder this time, but look who's going to meet you. Top single. Clean moves there by Kismet. 2 players potentially in his sights.
Good God, he could get 2 here. Insight might know something's up. I think the play might be a little bit more aware, but I think at this point in time, the guessing games are on. Covert sneakers, God bless them. Not a single soul knows. It's just game intuition and a little bit of luck, maybe. Hello? Howdy! Gunfight's on.
And now Ultra, do you want to try to go to the A site and isolate Kismet? You're jumping back and forth, but the door is cracked. He's getting all this intel.
They managed to somehow jump that door without being spotted. So this is all happening while the bomb is going over towards B. So what a move out of Ultra.
And then on the other side of the map, Skies is just throwing shoulders, getting the intel. So as soon as he's hearing this noise, he's going to be calling out to his teammate, hey, I'm going to need help at B. Kismet's being left on an island versus Kleenex. The main fight on point, and there's Sib for the first blood.
Oh no, tuck your toes away, Envoy. He's managing to get the bomb down, but his teammates are falling all around him. Round 11's done. Oh my word, all the pageantry, the trickery. The dance is done, and the Subliners, they know these moves.
A little bit of help, you get the extra tick, but only 4 lives remaining. How far can they go?
Holding the line, Envoy still capping the point. The gunfight's still in the street, there's no cover for Kleenex. No problem, finds 1. The second. The capture's still going. A 2-man stack, the nade. Envoy stay alive. Oh, he gets 1. 8 seconds on the clock, 2 members of Ultra remaining. Scrap, send it inside, backing him up. Skies has to win the fight. The round is done otherwise. He does. New York. Another goal line finish for the Subliners.
This is a battle versus a war type situation, though. That is a wonderful moment for...
They're trying not to let Sky's shenanigans continue. It's done. B is safe. They may not know that, but they can fly across the map. They kill the player on A as well, so now the clock ticks. 20 seconds to go. Envoy through the middle of the map. Scrap finds a 2. You're looking at another round.
Oh, Kismet gets caught too. Well, the defense was almost all but a guarantee, but they are going the extra mile. Scrap a kill away from another cruise. This could be 3 they have in the back pocket. He's going to get it. A moment like that, Toronto's you 2, and you are basically back to square one.
Lovely shots from Hydra there on the inside, through the grass. Kleenex is still alive. Howdy. Lovely wall bangs from Kismet. Magnificent game knowledge, and same thing for Envoy. Oh! The Bulldog. The bark and the bite are equally as mighty.
And you stop the clock as well. Well, here's another cruise coming into the mix, but you can stay on the zone. How good are Kleenex's curves? Missed, absolute whiff. might strike out as well. Hydra on the zone. If you win that, it could be crazy. Envoy somehow gives you 2.
It gives you 2. CleanX is tagged. Oh no, a crossfire. 1 man on A. First segment gone. Second man in. Go Ultra Fly.
This is going to be quick as well. Scrap though with the gunny, and Sky's last man standing the trophy, putting in overtime, and on the cross, you're getting the extra kill. Sky's still alive.
Skies survives. He's still going. Envoy finds 40, but it's not going to be enough. Hydra cuts him down. The zone still being captured, and it's over. It only takes 1 moment.
We'll have Ken.
Yeah, it comes down to maybe Cell's play here, number 8. What can he find? Is he going to get a little help from his teammate? There is the first. Is there a quick trade? Just trying to get out with his life. Able to do so, and wins the next one. Cell going huge, 2 on 3. They still have to plant the bomb, or do they? Shotzi trying to make a play, but he gets spotted. 2 on 2, smoked down.
He's just finessing, doing what Shotzi does.
Can he get to the
best.
bomb in time? Can he get there in time? That's the question.
He's got to go.
He's got to get into A. Can he get there? It's so close. He hits the dive.
I think he got it. I think he got it.
But now he's going to stay up.
Yo, can't quite get away, but you've got Pred. Can he be the hero now? What an absurd round this has become. 35 on the clock. As Pred probably hearing his heart beating now. Smoke out, gets it 1-on-1. Down to a 1 versus 1. And rip, it's Cell that makes the plays. There's the extra sauce.
And we know, that's what Cell wants to do. But that offense, they just went right into A, got that bomb down quickly. Simp, we've seen him in this spot, even with this stun, but Shotzi's stun a little bit too strong. The pistol, though, is there for the trade from Draws.
Dashy wraps all the way back down to help over at A. At the same time, you're starting to transition a bit here if you're FaZe to get info bottom plane. Still holding this entire time has been Cell. We'll see when he starts to get involved, and that's now. He starts to bring it across, but BC's going to get caught. Draws, able to find 1, just comes in for free. Draws making the play, knows where 1 is, keeps on shooting. It's all Draws. He's got 3 in the round now. Kenny trying to trade it. Maybe an ace for Draws. Backing up. Former teammates battling. Now to another 1 versus 1. It's Cell again. Kenny's turn. Bomb has been recouped by Kenny. Does he spot him? Oh, the timing must have been so bad for Cell. Kenny wins it, and a string of 1v1s go the way of OpTic.
And I thought Draws maybe had a couple of chances to try to get out there, but not able to. Gets ready for the gunfight, the highlight play, but Kenny, his ex-duo takes him down. Dude, I don't want anything landing on there. It's pretty much a bullseye in itself.
Why, you think a bird's gonna poop on me, Joe?
It might.
Okay. Flurry of shots, nice shots. Big Kenny! Kenny! From the clutch to the trip. Woo!
Now he's on 5 in a row. Sim does have, well, no, he's got to recollect the bomb over towards Burger, so some time to work with. But how many times have FaZe members been in this spot? Just down a man, having to clutch things out. Has not come easy for Atlanta FaZe. OpTic doing such a good job early in these rounds.
Simp 1v2. 40 on the clock now as he's clearing everything. Nade for info. Able to spot 1. Nice shots there. The wall bang hits another 1v1. It's 3 in a row now. 25 to go. Simp, Kenny. Can Kenny go big again? Damage on both sides. It's Simp this time with the 1-on-1. These guys are going to war. What's going on?
I was worried about ammo, but a nice little pop-up there. I don't know who makes that suitcase, but it is a strong one.
Stronger than the buildings on Invasion.
And it's just 2 individual gunfights. Pred gets picked first. Maybe you're hoping, as we watch this replay, that he just backs down, but he gets caught. Simp with the wall bangs. Kenny trying to reposition to clean it up. He's down to 19 HP. Dude, I don't want anything landing on there. It's pretty much a bullseye in itself.
Why, you think a bird's gonna poop on me, Joe?
It might.
Okay. Flurry of shots. Nice shots. Big Kenny! Kenny! From from the clutch to the trip. Woo!
Now he's on 5 in a row. Sim does have, well, no, he's got to recollect the bomb over towards Burger, so some time to work with. But how many times have FaZe members been in this spot? Just down a man, having to clutch things out. Has not come easy for Atlanta FaZe. OpTic doing such a good job early in these rounds.
Simp 1v2. 40 on the clock now as he's clearing everything. Nade for info. Able to spot one. Nice shots there. The wall bang hits another 1v1. It's 3 in a row now. 25 to go. Simp, Kenny. Can Kenny go big again? Damage on both sides. And Simp this time with the one-on-one. These guys are going to war. What's going on?
I was worried about ammo, but a nice little pop-up there. I don't know who makes that.
Thinking like he did the same thing, so maybe he was like, huh.
But here we go.
Round 11, baby. OpTic, FaZe. It's aggressive on B. For the FaZe defense, they are pressuring and backing up this 2-man push from OpTic Texas. For now, you back down. Smoke is out. They're trying to send it forward. Shotzzy, I thought, in trouble for a moment, but able to stay up for now. They want the fast plant in. When they got the fast plant on A, they were able to close out the round. Can they do the same thing on the other side of it?
Well, he gets off of it.
He gets off. Get kill.
All right, we're going to start fighting, though. We're going to start fighting. It's Shotzzy and Pred. Able to give them man advantage. Now you go back to the bomb. You're able to find the plant as it's down to Celium and Sim for FaZe.
Cell. Get eyes on Dashy. He's just hoping he can catch him. He crawls forward. He can't finish the kill. Gets eyes on Shotzzy as well. Working up, trying to make the play. Able to take down one. Drops him. Sip down. 1 versus 2. 25 seconds on the clock. Here's the glass break up top and trying to get forward now.
And they have no idea where Pred is on the map at the moment. Shotzzy gonna go for the peek. He finds it. Checks the bomb. OpTic tied up at 1. Woo! He does get traded out. You're trying to slay through the middle of the map, but trade's going down. We have kept Kenny on this.
No, this is certainly an example of a map where, yes, he can really start to annoy FaZe when he gets going. And they start to lose him, but it's Kenny doing it with a gunny. Tiny tears, both put into the dirt. Progress through the second tick there at B. Kenny streaking once again, but will drop before he's really a threat for the Crews. You clear them off the point for now. You take care of Pred and kind of get back to square one. If you're these crazy defensive holds would just be to do it. And OpTic has done it. Can they do it again here against this Atlanta FaZe team?
Yeah, you have to push up B Street. Watch number 2 though. Shotzzy going on a long flank here. They're gonna pick this up. You're kind of waiting on him. What can he find? The lineup is in. There's the double from Shotzzy again. Kind of bailing them out of a tough spot. He finds a triple. There's one player up in Celium, but Shotzzy was in your spawn, almost ready for the next gunfight.
Yeah, and that play is possible because they're thinking, you know, let's stack 3-4, stack this, get this done. They've got so many bodies there.
Chance here. It was 3 dead for OpTic. Now it's 3 dead for FaZe. Celium has been the last player inside of Broken time and time again. He still is. He's going to find one.
30 seconds to go, and Cell able to get 2. That should at least diminish this front line a bit for OpTic. They try to focus on Cell, allows FaZe to push up, trying to get a trophy out and he gets dropped. Is an awkward moment there for Atlanta FaZe. But Simp, Abizi, still forward and fighting. 15 seconds to go. About a tick and a half needed here to lock this down. Tucked away in a corner was Dashy. They're able to trade it out. Another team kill's gonna come through. A gunfight win from Draza though, and down to 14 HP is a massive one. Shotzzy just keeps on shooting. The trade is there. Body's on it with 1.1 on the clock. Second tick of progress, done. Third tick, looming. Draza popping and fighting. Can he get the kill? His teammates able to look over him. It's Abizi going massive. So close it comes. One person falls.
Oh my God.
Point two on the clock, and FaZe get the round win. Woo!
I mean, somebody gets off the point for a second, maybe to dodge a nade, maybe to pick up a pinch. It was a 4 versus 8. It was a scrappy battle. So many players on both sides making plays. And a BZ who hold on to majority of that time for FaZe, but a break in now. A 30-point lead for OpTic, trying to get us to a map 5. A great game here from Kenny, but look at the mini-map. 20 seconds left. FaZe are playing for this P5. Looks like you're going to have a one-on-one, but that was Draza who was able to win it.
So what was Dashy last time, right? The one-on-one got him spawns. This time, more to deal with, not able to do it. Draza going big. 4 in a row now for a BZ, finding another! A BZ now with the cruise into the backpack, and you're roaring back in this one if you are FaZe. Next Hardpoint ready to pop. They still can't kill this man. 7 in a row. 8, my God! It's too easy for a BZ as he is tearing them to shreds. What in the world? If he won that, I'm out.
So far away from this point, but here we go. Could come down to this, but a BZ back from spawn with another triple. 28-19 for a BZ.
He is slamming them right now. The man can do no wrong. Backs up, taking his time, snapping up top, give him a dimp with the double. It's Shotzi sending it forward. Help can't quite get there in time, but that man finally gets shut him down. Shotzi able to do it, OpTic in the point.
He's like, P1, screw it, I'm hitting it. I'm gonna finesse and play my life. Now you do have the cruise on a BZ. You're gonna use it right here to try to break this and maybe win the map and the series. If not, it'll get us to a map 2. Sorry, P2, but he dodges it. He's able to dodge a cruise, and now you have the full setup for OpTic.
One player, Simp, might be the one to make the play. Of course it's Simp. He's able to find 2, and they wipe him off the board.
They can win here.
Simp gets through and gets 2 and turns it on its head.
You
just
cannot rotate, over-rotate if you are OpTic. It looks like Kenny, he realizes that. Now gonna go into red. Cell gonna play safe. Still, someone's got to get on the hill for OpTic.
Yeah, you got to contest it. You got to get him out. You got to do something. You're still inside. 5 points now for the victory. Draza still soaking. Simp with the cross. The multi-kill.
He wins it on the hill.
Tiny tears are taking over. And it's FaZe again.
His way through that backline. Bad news for him. Skies and Kismet, guns at the ready. They know something's coming here. And I think the stun or the nade may have given it up as well. So a 2-pronged attack right now for OpTic.
And Kenny applying that pressure, so number 6 has to back down and deal with them. Skies not collecting the time because Kenny is trying to hunch you. He gets the help, and you can see the feed. Hydra for 2, Sid for the extra, and Pred, the last man standing from OpTic. And he's gonna get the cruise. He doesn't get you out of time, but utility long-term. Pred awoken in the last series, doing what he can. And Dashy able to strike his shoe. He gets the help, and you can see the feed. Hydra for 2, Sid for the extra, and Pred, the last man standing from OpTic. And he's gonna get the cruise. He doesn't get you out of time, but utility long-term. Pred awoken in the last series, doing what he can. Keeping these players at bay. Kenny, well, he's trying to trial Skies in the background. Wins it as well, but they're having to work these gunfights. Last one standing, Sid, well, from the heavens above. Kenny there to take him down.
Kenny cleaning house once again. Well, a solid lead now developing even further. A 70-something point game for OpTic Texas. Let's go for a quick listen in.
Shit off that. I'm playing it all.
2 teams. Subliners, though, doing little things right. You pushed out P2. You're trying to set up around this hill, and Skies and Hydra are striking. OpTic now off spawn, but look at the splits coming through. Number 1 and number 4 have at least gotten out, so Subliners now, they got to fight the 2-front war. You turn your attention, and Shotzi pierces the middle of it, picks you apart, and sets his team back up.
Somehow managing to do that and seemingly undetected. Dashy now in his happy place. Pred causing nothing but discourse through the lines of the Subliners. Pressure now on still. Find a corner. Enjoy the snow. As there's the kills again. Slide! A second for Pred. Looking for number 3. Oh, and hit it with the butt of his gun, but Kismet tries to keep the play alive. You have to get gun.
Top red already repositioned.
There's the reposition. There's the fight, but there's a lot of members of Subliners here. Shotzi can't get any more. Info passed over though. Lots of red dots on his mini-map. Passes it to Kenny. Kenny finds 1. Can't get another. Skies, good work. Dashy there for the trade immediately. And now it's a 2v1.
That is trust in the comms. He heard the one-shot call out and flew in with a pistol. Now Hydra. And between these 2 players, great trigger discipline, but question is, how quick can he be to trade out Dashy?
Oh, no! Big Bruce Boy's fists to the back alley. What reaction time. Wham!
Never go against Batman in hand-to-hand combat. He is going to take you down 3 rounds now. And
Just hops, checks it, gets it.
And you have Kismet there basically just baiting for a Hydra, but Dashy built different. He gets the kill too fast, so he does get traded out, but he's changed things up. And I think Ken felt the instinct that Hydra's up above. Shotzi certainly knows and able to take him down. These two SMG players, they are flying at each other.
Oh, Skies spots him out. He's damaged. The dance is on. Big tags. Skies gets away with his life. Teammates now scrambling to help out. Sid from behind. Pred doing everything he can now in a 1v1 against his old teammate.
Who is the better player off the old Surge squad? MCW in hands of both.
Here we go.
Intel.
Stuns it. Sib brings it up close. He even got a body shot in before the round ended. 3-3.
Gotta let the old teammate know. Sid, the movement clean. Nice little 2-pump. Goes prone and hits him with the 1 after the fact. Respecting GAs and keeping it as close as you can get. That stun did not matter. What a play by Sid.
First Bloods have been on point. He's had Shotzi's number. And here comes the nades. 1, 2. Oh my God! You may never see it again. 3. Oh, they're all gone. Pred's here. Where are my boys? I've got the bomb and I've got no hope. It's a 1v4, seconds into the round.
OpTic have a van. Subliners have a car. The bombs explode, and what a way to put the stamp on this game.
Oh my God. Hey, if Skies had got that would have been something, but it was Sib. It wasn't a nail in the coffin. They built the whole thing. Nails, the wood. There was a sweet plaque on the phone.
Subliners maybe finding a little bit of that offensive magic. Still, though, a long way to go in this round.
Stretching OpTic as thin as they possibly can across the map, all the way to A, now all the way to B. That's massive work now. 2 segments of B. So they're in the lead as far as the capture point goes. Looking to close this out now, and that has changed the face of this invasion map so far.
Oh, Shotzi dancing, though. Baiting out Kismet. He can't deliver. Enough work being done. And, well, Dashy keeps you around. And, well, players from OpTic have been taking turns bullying down on this, like, street. Kenny might fall, but with 30 seconds left, you got to flood through straight towards B.
Hydra's crept in. Pounces. Stop the clock for a moment. Pred still upstairs is going to be an issue. He does have coverage, so once you're able to get the kill on a Pred, you're able to capture the point. Kenny and Dashy now reinforcing. That's a big moment. Hydra still alive. Hydra down. 20 on the clock.
Keep him away. OpTic, you do not want to give away the extra ticks. Play nice and aggressive here on defense. Kismet has made it towards Broken, but he's going to get gunned down. 10 seconds left. New York are going to flood in through the process.
Here we go. Dashy trying to stop him. 6.1 seconds. Oh, Bruce pokes out. Teammates finding kills. The Subliners, they can't deal with it. They cannot deal with the pressure, but Kismet is still alive.
I mean, Kismet doing everything he can. You got to challenge. Just get him off the zone. Look at the angle he's chosen to go with. Is it good enough? You stop the clock. Kismet, he's bottom the time.
Pred sends it, and they capture the point just a millisecond too late. What an unbelievable round of control. It's still going.
In a 6v4, you win this on lives on either team. OpTic have a small advantage, but plenty of time right now from New York. The nades rolling through, couldn't quite catch them, and well for Subliners. Now you're down to 3.
Oh my word. Kismet, see you in the next round. Skies and Hydra get theirs on the approach forward. Pred should be able to get 1 if they do send it into the back of this shot. Pump the brakes. 30 seconds.
Dashy's making noise too. I don't know if Sib can hear it. He absolutely did. One small mistake, you might get punished.
3v3. Shotzi. Guns up down the street. That nade's not going to connect. Through the back, Hydra punches a hole. All down to Skies. As Shotzi with a tactical retreat. Can he find it here? I don't know if he knows exactly where he is. Yes, the teammates are there. Wow, from the jaws of defeat.
I got to sit in a winnable spot.
Map point OpTic. Shotzi with the Dolphin Dive, just try to dodge that first nade. Will not be hitting the B side of the map until the health regens. There we go, he's in. Here's the capture. Kenny's there in the off angle for it. Finds Sib. The door bursts wide open. Pred's cutting mid-map into pieces.
And this is beautiful work as well. Again, OpTic, all they're looking for, as long as you secure the B zone, you're feeling great. Pred, well, he can't get the cruise, but if B is secure, OpTic will get that defense.
This has been such a strong attacking round already. Now let's find these kills, push Kismet back, that's it, keep the life advantage you've got. As many hit points as your players have, you have to make the most of the damage your teammates have done. A Shotzi on the cross. Pred pokes a hole. This is huge. They're into A. It's a two-man stack. Shotzi and Pred are there. Keep the subliners back.
Who cares about defense if you can just win it here? 2 players on the point. You're flooded into a tough chow. The stuns are great, but the trade for Shotzi even better. The only problem, they just did not have a trophy. An extra tick collected, but 2 minutes and so much map pressure. OpTic, Kenny right now, slowing it down, waiting for the reinforcements to roll through.
Drain the effort. OpTic managed to get there on that first hit. Back to square one on A. Huge damage, not enough for kills. Dashy's going to go in for it. Bruce. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. All dead. That's the map. OpTic are in. Our first part of the Invasion trilogy comes to a close. We're going to a hard point.
Who cares about defense when you can play like that? A team that has been... Subliners jump on it, attack you. The crews can't get anything, and OpTic could not get a single kill. Utility burned, and you are getting nothing on the map. A suffocating performance right now from the Subliners.
Kiz is absolutely shooting. Sib slowing down the reinforcements. Wow, is he slowing them down? Putting Pred in a body bag.
And they are roaring dead in the comms as well as those spawns flip. OpTic, it is the only player out right now is going to be Kenny. Everybody else on spawn, and this might be the most important rotation of the game. OpTic desperate to get away.
The hard point is green once again. 10 seconds remaining here, and for the 3rd time, the Subliners are on P2.
The gunfights again. Another 5 spree from Dashy, the only player positive on the team. Hydra, the only player at P2, and Kenny fries them. Rotation guaranteed.
Peels him off the dozer. Dashy on a 6. He's got a crew.
Subliners not being afforded any time to try to break this down.
It's the Kenny in that back line. 29 seconds on the game clock. Any moment you stand off of the hard point, the game will come to a close, and OpTic knock you out the tournament. Subliners trying to fight their way forward. A long journey and not enough time to make it. Check every corner possible. Shotzi drives the dagger, twists it. That might be the end.
Try to manage the spawns in these moments. 2 players out at Palace, and Shotzi can see the entire cross. Kenny dies out of Hill, but the game clock a factor 2.
Kismet opens a street, flying forward. Pred the only man alive in this position, and this is a problem. Pred, though, somehow finds one. Skies brings him down. Hardpoint, New York.
It is 242 on the clock, less than 17 on the game timer. New York Subliners, it's going to be forced anew if there's any hope, but OpTic, 2 kills in the feed. They can win it here.
Trying to get it done. Big Bruce sends it. Sky stays alive, but there's too many members of the OpTic lineup. This is it. It's done. Desperation as you are going to the grand finals to face FaZe once again.
The multi-kills were flowing. That's all 4 down. It starts with 2 from Sim.
I mean, that is a great setup there by OpTic to break that. Really, you have bus control, you have Pred in that position, but Simp able to sneak on through from red balcony, and he just throws a stun, has a couple of kills, and now push it forward. Simp with 5.
They have to try to get this streak. Nade over the top, beautiful nade, but nice job avoiding it and getting the kill. Cruise through for Sim.
And now remember, last time on Jirachi, Kenny was really the guy, the standout player, especially in the slaying category. But starting off 0-6 at a great series versus New York, can he turn this around? But right now, it is all Atlanta FaZe. 8 in a row for Sim. Make it 9. The Tiny Terrors going off.
Yeah, 9 in a row for Abizia that last matchup. Simp's like, I can do better, looking for double digits. And there it is, 10 in a row. In a grand final, he won't slow down. Up to 11. It's a godly effort. 12. Keeps going, another 13. The streak just won't stop. The flow state is in. Sim kind of all over the map. You got like every quadrant here. If you're OpTic Texas, they can pounce from just about anywhere. Spreading it out, same thing can be said for Atlanta FaZe. You get the kill at ult, so you take care of the top side of the map. You start to collapse if you're FaZe. Sliding in to Shotzi as the movement is on. Forwarder over him, lands behind one, keeps on rolling as he starts to take over. Down 18. It's a setup over towards A if you are Atlanta FaZe, but it's going to be towards B, kind of that two-man game. A little different though. Is trying to cut across, maybe get the trade. It's going to be Shotzi. The trade is through though fast. It's 2 versus 2. aBeZy trying to back down. Pred taking some shots. Things slow down for just a moment, but Simp, do they know there's 2 here? Do they know there's 2 here? Answer is no. Now to a 1v1. So many earlier. Another one here. He's looking right. Kenny's left round to Texas.
And that is just banging out top STs, right? Just right through the middle hallway. Joe Shotzi able to get things going. And it's just in the 2-on-2. It's all about the trades, and Kenny was ready for the next gunfight.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of their rounds for success on offense was quick plants that put the pressure on a FaZe. We'll see if they can do that. So the aggressive defense. Defense, and Kenny! Give me a triple!
What are we seeing on the stage today with these nades?
I'm gonna say if he loses that, things get interesting, but Pred able to finish it. It's Kenny, it's OpTic with the nade, it's all laughs at Kenny on the main stage.
The team nade comes through. Kenny's gonna get credit. We're gonna take a look at the replay as well. There it is from OpTic, and unfortunately for FaZe, you have 3 players inside the bookstore.
Yeah, that's a read. That bookstore is
trophy though. He throws it, a back does Pred, but Cell Sim draws all here, able to find the picks. Kenny now trying to give his team some room to work with. He finds 3. Kenny with a triple. Now trying to move over to A.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I mean, retake from FaZe, it's clean, but then Kenny. Does Kenny like
can retake this? And there's the first pick and the second. They know they have to take advantage, but Kenny is just locked in. He had a bad start to map 1. Map 2 goes, what, double digits, drops 11. Now leading the way in control. Another double for Big Ken.
Harnessing his inner Sam LaRue as he is beaming at range right now. 4 in a row for him. Mid-map, wide open, a chance to get some progress over towards A, but it draws a pick and it continues.
Shotzi, you see all the red arrows trying to hunt him down. They know how pivotal it is to find that player. Simp over towards Palace, the first kill here for OpTic. Here we go, trying to get to A. That's 2 dead for FaZe. A very close spawn. But you have 2 players on this. Do you have some trophies? I'm not seeing any of this, so the stuns are going to hurt. Simp desperately calling in the cruise. Draza on the pinch, and they deal with it for now.
They deal with it. I mean, Draza deals with it. Draza kills all 4. He gets the first 2. He gets the last 2. All streaks have now been used. So now you just got to get it done with the gunny. The first opportunity was there. Draza said, no, sir. He's on 31. We've seen him be in the absolute invasion blender this weekend at times, but not one of those maps. Kenny on the other end of it, 35 up for him. But you're running out of time. You're running out of hits and opportunities to execute here on A. Will it be a slip up from FaZe or a massive moment here from Texas?
It's all about this info. Again, first kill for OpTic. Can they pause the clock? They have a life advantage. Simp now inside a cafe. A close laundry spawn. OpTic winning the gunfights, but aBeZy the last man. And there we go, 3 dead. Sorry, 4 dead, 3 alive for OpTic. 3 on it.
Oh my God,
Trophy
here we
down.
go. They got the stack. Second tick is done. FaZe trying to go. It's moving so quickly. Can they get in and contest? They're soaring through. It's just about done. The contest is in. Shotzi kills everybody in front of him, but FaZe are able to get in. Just barely get in. 1 team kill hurts, but my God, it's close.
Still time for OpTic to get there. Kenny with another one. 4 lives remaining for FaZe. They have 1 last chance if you're OpTic. Kenny the point man, here we go.
Gotta hold with no respawns. They're holding for now. They win 1, nobody left. FaZe hold with no respawns remaining. As another crazy. How long will it last? Just up a point before FaZe battle right back in. A flurry of changes inside the point now. Is Kenny trying to work this 2-man game, but dropping in front of him, shooting off ankles. Kenny is shooting, bro.
Yeah, now it just comes down to how much do you want to invest if you are FaZe, because this P5 rotation so important, but 30 seconds still here. As you said, Kenny, doing it all.
Lead chains around the corner here, P5. You can win it, though. You can win it if you are FaZe right now. The time is available. The beamers are in. The two-man game is through as the shots are connecting. There's no open ticket. They can't find a crack in the defense. It is a lockdown from Atlanta FaZe. So far perfect in the Hardpoints this matchup. Looking for another. They shall not pass. 5 in a row for Cell. They lock them up. They shut them down. They win another Hardpoint.
And now FaZe one map an opening, maybe get the comms for his teammates so he can work the flank. And there it is. What does he opt to do? Looks like he's just gonna back up with them. Bomb going down now.
Smoke out, trying to make some madness happen. Fred able to get a pick there as well to the 3 versus 3. It's the bomb planter, and then Shotzi through the smoke over the top, gets a kill, maybe another 3v4 opportunity. Now for OpTic Texas as things unravel. Abizi brings it back. 25 seconds to go. He picks the corner. The read from Draws. Maybe 2 a 1 versus 1. Pred, the Predator, on the hunt and lurking. The trigger discipline. Oh, it's beautiful. No, it's not so beautiful, but then he gets the kill and he gets out. 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, Draza, what does he have to do here? He's chasing, and he finds him as well.
What is that round?
OpTic bring it back after losing first blood, and Pred hoping to find a freebie. Instead, it gets a little messy into the one-on-one.
Oh, one more bullet there, and this play's not even possible.
Not even possible, but it is.
It's such, even though you've been clutching up in moments, if you're OpTic, you would love to maybe get the 4v3 advantage here once, as mostly that has gone to Atlanta FaZe. And it continues that way. Celium, Beamers, back-to-back first bloods for him. But it's a fast bomb plant.
Yeah, bomb down again. This time, though, you're working that pinch. So Dashy not going to be in that area. Instead, he's going to be up top vending. And now what do they want to do here, OpTic? Because you're just top middle. They're going to try to commit to a side, and that's the right call. They're going to find Draza, now split the map into a 3-on-3. Here comes the retake for FaZe.
Running out of time, though. Shotzi's going huge. 2 versus 2. 15 to go. Cell, the first blood, looking to make the play. Can't quite finish it, though, as Abizi gets him so weak. Cell hops on it, and again, it's a 3v4 post plant, as you can't find the openings if you're FaZe, and you love the choices there from OpTic to push out a side.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a 50-50 call, but screw it. Let's do something together. They know that there's a flight coming on through from the death from Ken. Now, I mean, obviously, FaZe can wrap on back to their base, but they're able to catch drop.